All right, then. So there's a new Star Wars novel by Mike Chen called Brotherhood, which I won't read. And that's nothing personal against Mike Chen or the Star Wars franchise. I just don't really read books, to be honest. But I'm happy to read about others reading it. All right. And I've read that it's set shortly after the start of the Clone Wars, with Anakin Skywalker newly promoted to Jedi Knight. And this book reveals that Obi-Wan did know about Anakin's secret marriage to Padme after all. Okay, so here's some book for you. Anakin and Padme crossed paths in the Jedi's temple's corridors immediately after Anakin's knighting ceremony, and Padme was struck to see him without his Padawan braid. There was a moment of spontaneous affection, which they believed was unobserved, but they hadn't noticed Obi-Wan, who unwittingly viewed that moment of intimacy. The newlyweds were nowhere near as subtle and secretive as they had believed. There's more. Obi-Wan knew Anakin was indulging in a forbidden Jedi attachment and initially considered confronting his fellow Jedi Knight. He decided not to. However, because he remembered his own time as a Padawan and his own feelings for the Duchess Satine. Then he would have left the Jedi Order if she asked him to, but instead they parted ways, and he was never able to fully let go of the regret he felt for the life he could have had. Obi-Wan wanted Anakin to have the married life he never had, and so he resolved to remain silent. And then he chopped him in half, which is not from the book, but we all know what happened next. It is quite interesting that Obi-Wan decided to ignore this and even continue to overlook it as well, I presume, when Obi-Wan was on the Jedi Council himself. And it shows that there was more attachment for him. He was more attached to his old Padawan, his friend, than the Jedi ways, which he did seem pretty attached to. And yeah, there's a tragic irony to that when you think about what happened next.